On this week's Pillow Talk, let's talk pre-construction 101 for the second time. Welcome back and thank you for joining me here. So let's talk about deposit structure on new build. So it's interesting to know that every single development is different. Typically, for a new build project, the deposit structure is between 15 and 20%. Those deposits are stretched out over the time it takes to build the project. With that said, every single one is different. Typically, you will give your initial deposit on signing, and 30 days later, you have your second deposit. 60 days, 90 days, 120, 375. You also are able to get incentives where the deposit structure and when you have to actually pay the deposit could be stretched out. This giving you a little bit more leniency when you have to give in some of these deposits.
One other thing that I wanted to explore a little bit more, and so I wanted to just kind of show you around a little bit. And one thing specifically I want to show you is how each pre-construction might vary. For instance, they are giving some incentives, so they knocked off some of the price points on some of these. Not only that, as I was saying before, previously the deposit structure read your second deposit. So, okay, let me back up. First deposit is $5,000 on signing. 5% of your total purchase price is due in 30 days, minus the $5,000. It was 90 days, 2.5% was due. 120 days after that, 250 or 2.5 is due. After that, in a year, 2.5, and 420 days, an additional 4.5 is due. Now, this specific development has decided to stretch out the number of days that you would owe this additional 10%. So instead of it being due in total in 420 days, it's now due in 720 days. So that's an incentive that they've added on to stretch it out to give you the availability to make these payments. Not only that, they have capped development levies. This is just an example, but it's really important to know that all pre-construction projects, they are different. So for example, let's just click on another one. Let's say, here we go. Waiting for you to load. It's just taking its time. Thanks for joining me. So as you can see, not the same pay structure. They are asking for $5,000 on signing, balance of 5% in 30 days. So that remains the same. Here's where everything kind of switches up. It's 2.5% in 120 days, 2.5% in 140 days. Upon occupancy, they want 5%. So every single development is different, and we do have to understand what your needs are, what you're looking for, what the property is going to be used for, and what really is your end goals. And then we can better understand what sort of property might be best for you. So pre-construction does have a little bit different as of a structure than what most are used to in a resale. So it's really important to align yourself with a VIP agent, and a part of that will get you better incentives and realistically get you a lower purchase price as well. So if you have any questions, always reach out. But thank you so much for joining me here, and we shall talk soon.